You and Tai both were getting ready since you both have to go to a party together. It was Tai's father's best friend's daughter birthday. Why in here? He said giving you the tie for you to make a knot, so you went near him. You started making his tie, but your cheeks started getting red because you could feel his constant stare at you, making you blush. He chuckled, seeing your reaction. Done, I'll leave now, you said. He pecked your cheeks before letting you go, making you look at him, and he said, "What? I have right to do that now. Since you're my wife now and not my secretary who used to make my tie." You smiled and sat near the dressing table, waiting for someone. "Need any help?" he asked. No, no, aunt will come. I need her help in applying eyeliner. I can apply it on other eyes but not on my own. I can't do that. Let me see how it is done. No, no, it's fine. You don't have to do that. She'll come soon. Don't worry. I know how to do that. Sometimes Nuna made me do that with her eyes. Come here, I'll apply yours as well. Come. You went and sat beside him. He took the eyeliner from your hand and stood in front of you, knees down to reach your level. Are you closing your eyes or should I kiss you for that, princess? You immediately shook your head as no and closed your eyes. His hands were steady and he applied the eyeliner smoothly and it on its correct place and also started blowing air near your eyes to make them dry fast. It's okay, Thai, it will just take a while to get dry. He sat beside you and asked, anything else? You shook your head as no, and after around 2 minutes, you finally opened your eyes and checked to see if it was fine. It was beautiful, and you were impressed. Impressed? He asked while biting his lips, making you shook your head as no and pout. Let's go now, we are getting late. You nodded and took your phone. He wrapped his arm around you and took you out with him in his car. Time skipped to the party. Since there were many people, you got a little nervous, but he immediately wrapped his arm around you and pecked your forehead before saying, I am with you. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You nodded and came inside to meet the birthday girl and other guests. The decoration looks so beautiful, right? You said, being all blown away by the beautiful decoration. Tai nodded. Mr. Kim. Tai, my son, you are here. We just arrived. His mom and dad also came and you both greeted them with a smile and bowed to them. Mrs. Kim. Did you meet Dinah already? She was looking so beautiful, she said while glaring at you and making you look down. Maybe she might be looking. I didn't pay attention to it. I was busy with my wife lately and came here to enjoy Mom. Mrs. Kim, it's all right, she said while rolling her eyes. Then she said, Ryan, can you get me some drink or something? I will call the waiter, Mom, he said and held your hand firmly. You just looked down, not knowing what to do, and after a while they both went to meet others. You were talking and giggling with Thai until you got a call from an unknown number. I'll go and pick the call, you said. Be careful and come fast, okay? You nodded and left from there to pick the call. Weird, why is the person not saying anything on call? Hello, excuse me? Who are you? You asked again, but you weren't getting any response, making you annoy and cut the call. You decided to come inside again, but you thought, what is it? What if it was an emergency? You started calling the person again. On the other hand, Taya was talking to some guest when he got surrounded by a group of girls. He was in corner, making the situation more awkward. Dinah, why don't you look at me, huh? I got myself ready for you this much, and you are always busy with your wife. Look at me once. He was about to say something, but soon he felt her lips on his, making him shocked. At the same time, you entered in hall, seeing what was happening, and you got shocked. Your eyes got teary. It didn't took Ty a second to push Dinah with his complete force, making her land on floor with a loud thump and gaining everyone's attention. How dare you touch me? Don't you have an idea that I am married? I remember calling you in my wedding, Dinah. Why can't you love me, huh? I am a married man, damn it. Touching another woman is far-thing. Even thinking about other girls is a sin for me. My everything only belongs to my wife. He growled loudly, making almost everyone flinch. He was losing his control. His eyes were all red, veins popping out of his hands and neck. Dinah, you don't even love her. In wedding, I also saw you covered her lips, but you didn't kiss her. I was standing near only. That is my personal matter, not yours. For YM, things happened in hurry, so to give her space, I didn't did that. And why should I give you explanation? She was all embarrassed of what happened. Everyone started gossiping about her and giving her judgmental look. Soon her eyes spotted you standing on entrance. She grew all angry and went near you while fuming in anger. She started shaking you by your shoulder and started saying, because of you, that can't be mine. Why can't you just die and leave us? She got cut when she got slapped by you. She was shocked and then she looked at you with a surprised face. You are the one who just tried to burn my entire world in second and blaming me? Do you even know what is love, huh? Love can never be forced. She got more angry. How dare you? You slapped me, huh? What position you hold in front of me? Diana said in anger. She was about to slap you when he held her hand and slightly pushed her away. Don't you dare do another mistake. It will bring destruction to yours, this so called beautiful life, he said as he harshly wiped his lips and came near you. He cupped your cheeks and looked at you softly. Diana got shocked at his sudden situation. You tried to stop him, but he held your hands. After a while, he broke the kiss and looked at Diana with a sharp gaze and said, next time you think of this, make sure you remember what you saw now. I already belong to someone else and you made a big mistake by making her cry. I know what the hell you chose to do. Because you thought I will leave you just like the female employees who tried to sell my company's detail to my enemies. But let me make this thing clear that I didn't announce their name in media so that at least she can start her life from something else and her marriage don't get cancelled, which was on other week. But she was sued by the company and punished as well. I just didn't expose her in front of media with the hope that she will improve. After that, Anne will be able to start a new life. Because, like you, think my gentleman behavior a weakness, but it isn't. Especially when it comes to a person I love the most. No, don't forget to give your dad my gift for him on your birthday. That is, if I see you anywhere near me or YN, then at the same time I will broke every business deal with him. Then we will see how you will be able to enjoy your luxurious life. Let's go, YN. He took you out with him and made you sit in car. Time skipped to mansion. The entire ride was so silent. No one was at fault, but still the situation was weird. He was holding your hand throughout the time. As soon as you both came inside, he embraced you. He snuggled his head on the crook of your neck, feeling guilty of what happened. I'm so sorry, princess. Because of me, you kept your hand on his mouth and shook your head as no. It wasn't your fault. It's okay. I know the situation is awkward, but no one was at fault. If you had any idea, then I'm sure you wouldn't have gone to the party. He nodded. He made you sit on sofa and gave you a glass of water to drink and sat beside you. Doorbell rang. Mr. Kim, you both are okay? I mean, after the party, you should ask this to mom, dad. After all, she was equally responsible for what happened in party today. Mr. Kim, what do you mean, Thai? How can you say that? You know, it was just that Diana is very close to her, just like her daughter, but that doesn't mean she'll do that. Thai just rolled his eyes and sat beside you. You want something else, princess? You shook your head as no. Seeing all this, Mrs. Kim finally bursted out saying, yes, I did, because I always wanted Diana to be my daughter-in-law. But God knows what you and your father saw in this YN that he got you married with her. But I can't let that happen. Never, she said, leaving Mr. Kim and you in shock. Apologize, mom. Apologize to YN now, or else what? I'll take my share in the company, which made profit from me, as it is legally my right, and leave Korea forever. Just like what dad did to protect you from his mom. But in my case, I'll never come back, nor me, nor my wife, nor my child in future. Mrs. Kim, you're doing this for this girl? My wife, mom. I married her with all the promises, which includes to protect her pride and self-respect. She's not a thing on whom you can pull out all your anger. I was waiting for you to accept her from the time I got married to her. But if you can't accept her, then I'll have no other choice. You cannot always control everyone's life. You have to understand, going against others' wish sometimes is fine. We need to accept it and move on. You cannot force anyone the entire life. Children are parents' pride, but only they till the time when parents don't treat them as an employee to make them do whatever they wish.